I mean, you know, thank God for telling a couple of jokes. Thank God the heavy hand of Mubarak was finally lifted from the Egyptian people.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, seriously. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. Americans who can't stand the Muslim Brotherhood could have worked for 100 years and not hurt the Muslim Brotherhood standing in Egypt more than the Muslim Brotherhood has hurt their own standing.
They
in
did.
Egypt.
I mean, we have this notion that the Muslim Brotherhood are very organized. But what did they do when they come to power? Instead of being more inclusive, they're becoming pretty much closed up, and they're not. They had the chance to get us all together. Instead, they went more to the right, more dogmatic, more religiously based. And what happened is that other people will become more right than you, the Salafists, and then the Jihadists and the Qad.
Right.
And there's no stopping. Yesterday, and John Stewart has said, it's like here you have, with all due respect, you have like Republican Party, then you have the Tea Party, and then you have Sarah Palin. So it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Sarah Palin jokes even kick it in Egypt.
They're the best
They're
ones.
legal. They're legal in Egypt.
Is that legal? That's not good.
But as John wrote about Bassem, I mean, we're joking about it now, but when he makes jokes, it's at risk to his life and his career, right? I mean, we make jokes and there aren't that many consequences. There are consequences for him.
I wonder then how you consider your role. You have 30 million viewers every Friday night.
Wow.
There are Bassem watch parties at cafes and in
It's like Super Bowl at night every
It's amazing. Willie and I are going to start doing this at the Holiday Inn on 57th and 11th.
Absolutely.
Get a pack of Marlboros.
Could you have imagined this, first of all?
That's amazing.
Now, what do you
30 million.
do with it? You have to obviously be a little bit worried about your own security, but now you've got a voice and a role.
Well, this is it. We cannot give in for the pressure. We can't just say we will tone it down, because if you choose to tone it down today, you will be forced to shut up completely tomorrow. This is the space that we're carving our own freedom. You didn't get rid of Mubarak to compromise on freedom, and this is why tools like YouTube, internet are essential. They will use things like it's the porn, it is national security, but it's all about putting a gag on people's mouth, and we will fight through this. This is very important now, and one message that I want to put up there everywhere I go is that it's not about between seculars and Muslims. It is between Muslims and people who use Islam as a political tool. If religion should be used as a spiritual leading path, but not a tool of tyranny. And there are so many people like me who want to reclaim the religion, our religion again, and it's much better to be left in the hands of people who use it to push a political agenda.
I love what you said when word came down that you were going to be arrested. You said you would turn yourself in unless they'd kindly send a police van to save you the transportation hassle.
Yes.
You'd come right down.
Yes.
When you did finally go
Traffic
in
Egypt is
when you were brought in for questioning, what were the threats, explicit or implicit, from the Morsi government to you? What did they say?
Well, here's the thing.
Didn't they ask you for your autograph, the police officers?
I can't say that.
Okay.
There's still open investigations. I can't say that. But the thing
what did they say to you, though?
The investigation went well. I mean, they were very decent. And to be honest, the presidency are not directly linked to these investigations. But this was the same game we had with Mubarak. Mubarak never filed anything directly against someone, but they had their minions. They had their people doing it for the sake of like the reputation of the country, the reputation of the president, the reputation of Islam. So it's not the Morsi as a person.
Yeah.
It is the Muslim Brotherhood I was very happy when they came to power, because this was democracy, and I was waiting for them to see what are they going to do with it. And I think they're abusing it. They're playing. Once they play the religion card, then they play other cards. Democracy doesn't work this way. You came to power. You had obligations towards the people out, writing the constitution, making a balanced constitution, and they bailed out on these promises.
So in the middle of